Hi learners, now I am going to just record this video in English. I have just recorded this video in Hindi. If you are not comfortable with the English language, you can go on the Hindi channel. There I will also write down the link. I will give you the link in the description box, and with the help of that you can go directly on the Hindi explanation. This is for those who have the weakest language, one of the weakest languages of Hindi in India and out of the country. For those learners who can also have the accessibility for learning the English language. And I think that Hindi language is not the language of all the Indians and outsiders. This is why I am also recording this video in English. Now today our topic is of the pronoun. So what is the pronoun? And you know already, because in the personal pronoun I also explained in English. I also explained about possessive pronoun, possessive adjective, then objective pronouns in the earlier parts of the videos. I also told you the difference, what is the possessive adjective, what is the possessive pronoun. And in this part of the video I am going to here cover, it is on reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. So I am going to just explain here what is the reflexive pronoun and what is the emphatic pronoun. At first you need to know that what is the meaning of the reflection and what is the meaning of emphatic. Actually what is written here on the board, reflexive, it is taken from the word reflect. That is the main verb of the reflexive. So from reflect, what do you make? You make several other words like reflection, like reflexive. Okay, so reflect means when anything you see, for example you see your face in the mirror. So what do you see? You see your own face. So there is the reflection. Okay, now what is the emphatic? Emphatic is that when you pressurizes on anything, and this word has been taken from emphasize or emphasis, and emphasis is noun, and emphatic is an adjective, because here emphatic is completely qualifying pronoun. Emphatic is completely qualifying pronoun. This is why emphatic is here an adjective. Now what is the difference between reflexive and emphatic? That I am going to just explain in this part of the video. You need to just watch the video attentively. I know you would have already watched, or already you had studied in your curriculum, study curriculum or school syllabus, but here I am once again just going to revise them so that you can have the good revision over there, and you can just check the more information about it. Okay, so let's explain about reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. Actually reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun, they both are made of the personal pronoun. With the personal pronoun, both are personal pronoun. And if you have not watched this one, you can watch personal pronoun. But the difference is that what happens, it has sometimes self and it has sometimes selves. I already told you in the personal pronoun that personal pronoun has 2 and 3 parts, like the personal pronoun that is written at first in the nominative case, subjective case, another one that is an objective case. Okay, so whenever the personal pronoun is written in the objective case, it is my. For example, I is in subject case, it is the nominative case or subjective case, and me is the objective case. But my is the possessive case, mine is also the possessive case, but in the possessive case mine is the possessive pronoun and mine is the possessive adjective. So where to use self and where to use selves, this is why I am just going to write it. Self is used for the singular subject and selves is used only for the plural one. Now the question arises that can we always use self and selves with the pronoun? No, it is not limited here. You can also use self and selves with the pronoun. They are with the noun too. That noun is similar, and those nouns which are in plural form. For example, I make at first about the self. So because I is the singular, so my would be here myself. But they, to them, so them is plural, so you have to use here selves. Sometimes self is made with the objective case, and sometimes self or selves is made with the possessive case. it is not limited that self and selves are always made of the possessive case. So you need to notice always here that self and selves both are made of both cases, that is the objective or objective pronoun, objective case pronoun, and possessive case adjective. Now the question also rises that can't we make self or selves with the possessive pronoun? No, never. You can't make like mine self, because mine is a possessive pronoun. You can't write mine self. It would be wrong. Completely wrong, because mine is the possessive pronoun. You can only add self or selves with the help of possessive adjective. Okay, now you would have got it. Now let's explain it. Now what happens that because we are making personal reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun with the help of the personal pronoun, so it is also known the compound pronoun. Compound. Why? Because you are compounding. For example, you are her and you are compounding with self, so it becomes herself. Now you can also use self and selves with all the nouns which are available in nature, all the nouns or any subject you make in the sentence. Any subject. You know that subject is not only a single word. Subject is also made out of several other words. For example, determiners, for example, adjectives, for example, others one like article, definite article, indefinite article, the adjective, determiner, qualifier. All these are mostly used to form a subject. For example, an animal. So with the help of this animal, what kind of the emphatic or reflexive pronoun will be used? Because it is singular, so you will use here itself. Or if you are making the gender of the animal, that is the masculine or feminine gender, then it would be herself or himself. For example, cow. Cow eats grass or grazes grass herself, because you are making here cow as the feminine gender, and feminine gender is always in the category of the female, and this is why here you can use. So animal is similar, this is why you have used here itself, herself, and himself. But if there are animals, because it is plural, so you have to always use here themselves, never itself, herself, and himself. In the same way, if you write here Ram and Shyam, so what will you write here? If you write Anthony, Mark, so what will happen there? That you will have to write your themselves. If you write here like Jackass and Brutus, then you can write here themselves, because the subject are in plural. So you have to write in this way. Now for the purpose of the identification and clarification furthermore, I am going to just write few sentences on the basis of the definition that has been written on this whiteboard about the reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. After then, everything will be precisely cleared out. Okay, so let's here see. For example, I am writing here you eat yourself. You eat yourself. Here the definition needs to be satisfied. What is the definition? You can see here on the whiteboard. The definition is saying that action of the subject reflects upon the doer. Here, what is subject doing? Subject is eating, and it is reflecting again on the subject. Who is eating? You is eating, because it is saying that yourself, you eat yourself. So yourself is again reflecting on you. Okay, and second one is that here subject and object are both the same person. Here you is the same person, and object is also same person. So there is no difference to find it out. So it's a very easiest way to find out about the reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun always looks back. Its object always look back, because yourself, herself, myself, themselves, itself, these all are the objects of the reflexive pronoun, and these always looks back its subject, just like the relative pronoun. Relative pronoun always looks back to its subject. So I would explain in the relative pronoun chapter about that. So yourself, herself, themselves, ourselves, these all are the selves or self. They always look back to subject. Okay, next is the emphatic pronoun. Let's undo it. Just here in emphatic pronoun, what do you write? For example, you yourself, okay, drive the car. Now, here emphatic pronouns purpose is to only emphasize on the subject. Only emphasize on the subject. It means if you remove, if you redeem, if you redeem the emphatic pronoun from the sentence, then the meaning would also be still possible. Can't with the reflexive pronoun meaning would be possible? Yes, here meaning would be also possible, because but you can't take the object in the sentence, because in the emphatic pronoun here already the subject and object is given separately. And now it seems that yourself is an additional word that has been used here to emphasize on the subject, and this is why it is saying that you yourself drive the car. Here, you is being emphasized with the help of the word that is yourself in the sentence. So you can see here that you and yourself are the similar one, and they have been again taken from you to yourself, because here we are going to know about you that you is the singular number of the subject. But if the you is the plural number of the subject, then you can write here you yourselves, not yourself, because you are considering here you as a plural subject, and this is why you have to write here you yourself drive the car. So it depends upon you that what do you consider you. Either you consider you as a singular subject, or you consider you as a plural subject. It depends upon them, or it depends upon you too. Okay, so what happens that if you omit, if you redeem yourself, again the meaning is complete, because you is here the subject, car is here the object. But in this sentence you can see in reflexive pronoun, you is the subject and yourself is also the object. It means subject and object are the same person. But here the subject is different and object is different. Who is running the car? So you is running the car. Who drives the car? So you drive the car. Okay. So its purpose is it is written in the definition, and the sentence is completely satisfying the definition. Now you can see the sentence that is written here in the definition here is used to emphasize on the subject object of the sentence, subject or object of the sentence. Okay, what is the object? Car. So yourself we wrote earlier, yourself. So yourself is emphasizing on the car too, as well as the subject you. So yourself is emphasizing on both. A sentence makes complete sense even without an emphatic pronoun. Just I told you that if you remove or if you redeem yourself, then its meaning is still complete. So I think that it's sufficient. It's for the with the explanation. If you have any query, then you can just write in the comment box. I give you some homework. You can write in the comment box. If you, then I will know that you have just understood the video. You have got it very well. I write some words, and you have to write its reflexive or emphatic pronoun in the comment box. First word I write here, key, K-E-Y, key. You have to write the reflexive or emphatic pronoun. Jars, J-A-R-S. You have to write the emphatic pronoun. Curtains, C-U-R-T-A-I-N-S, curtains. You have to write reflective pronoun or reflexive pronoun. One, O-N-E, one. You have to write its reflexive pronoun or emphatic pronoun. Okay. Again, sock, socks. You have to write the emphatic or here the reflexive pronoun. Men, M-E-N, men. You have to write emphatic or reflexive pronoun. If you write all of these reflexive or emphatic pronoun in the comment box clearly or correctly, I would understand that you have got the videos or understood the video very well. And still, if you have any confusion, you need to rewind the videos again and again. You need to go back. You need to just not skip the videos for the purpose of the better understanding. And it's not certain that sometimes what happens that there is an not ability to understand in only single go. You have to go many times to understand the same topic. If you are the newcomer of the English grammar, you have started learning English grammar. Okay, thank you so much. By then we just see you in the next video.